today on Mid-Mornings with Amy. It is our first ever Mid-Mornings with Amy Family Trivia Challenge. It is Christmas break for all the kids in the Pulaski County and Somerset Science Hill school districts, and so I wanted to bring in the family to do a little trivia this morning, and what better, Greg, avenue to take this than to talk about Star Wars. It's what the rest of the world's talking about.
'Tis the season.
So why not? So before we begin our Star Wars trivia, I will introduce our families and our teams that will be competing against each other today. We'll start with Team 1, Team Brown, Angie Brown, and her son, Christopher. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us a little bit about the Brown family. We'll start with you, Angie.
Well, my name's Angie. We live in the Nancy area, and this is my son, Christopher. He's a second grader at Nancy Elementary School, and we love Star Wars.
And Angie is a very loyal listener to Mid-Mornings with Amy, which is why I wanted to invite you and Christopher on the show. And Christopher's wearing his Star Wars hoodie this morning, so you're ready, right? Okay, let's move on to team number 2, which is Team Shannon, Brian Shannon and his son Drew. So, Brian, we'll start with you. Tell us about the Shannon family. And you've also got your other children, Luke and Samantha, waiting outside.
That's right, yeah. Luke and Samantha are outside cheering us on for the big contest, but big Star Wars fans since the day I saw it when I was 5 years old, first time in 77. So we just kind of passed on the tradition of loving Star Wars.
And Drew, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I go to Pulaski County High School, and I'm a sophomore there.
Now, it was noted yesterday, acknowledged by some, that there is a bit of an age difference between Christopher, who is 8, and Drew, who is 16. But to that I say it's all about the knowledge and the love of Star Wars. Yes, Christopher?
I'm 7.
You're 7. He raised his hand like he's in school. So I believe our teams are adequately balanced, and so glad you all could be here today. And also what we're doing with our trivia today is whoever is defeated today, whatever family is defeated in our trivia challenge, that family will make a contribution of whatever amount they would like to the kids of St. Jude. So that's also why we're here today, to help raise money for the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Are you ready? We'll go over the rules, okay, before we begin. Hands on the table until entire question is read, because we may have listeners who are playing along with you this morning, so we want to make sure we read the entire question before anybody rings in with our little bells to answer. So everybody's hands flat on the table. Flat on the table. The first family to ring in will answer the question. If you get the question wrong, the other team will have an opportunity to answer the question. And when you ring the bell, you'll have a couple of seconds to confer with one another, but only a couple of seconds. So when you ring the bell, be prepared to make an answer within a couple of seconds. Each question is worth 1 point. There are 20 questions. We'll do 10 questions during the first part of the show, 10 questions during the second part of the show. Everybody understand the rules?
Mm-hmm.
Hands on the table.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to move this water bottle so you can get to your bell. Okay, question number 1. And I do have to say these questions were picked out by myself yesterday. No one but Greg and I has seen them. I did send them to Greg so he could review them for accuracy and legitimacy. So nobody has seen the questions. Question number 1. What type of creature is Chewbacca? I think we all heard that. That was Team Brown.
Go ahead.
Answer.
You can
Answer quickly.
Ewok.
That is not correct. So Team Shannon will have a chance to answer the question.
A Wookiee?
Yes. So 1 point for Team Shannon. It's nice to know that our bells are working this morning.
We might need to set these bells on the arm of their chair or something.
Just ring lightly.
Okay.
Ring lightly. Question number 2. Question number 2. What is Anakin Skywalker's alter ego? Team Brown.
Darth Vader.
Yes. 1 point Team Brown, 1 point Team Shannon. Question number 3. Who is Luke Skywalker's mother? Team Brown.
Shmi Skywalker.
No.
Padme.
We'll give Team Shannon a chance to answer the question.
Padme?
Yes. That should I almost want to give both teams points for that, but that point will go to Team Shannon. Question number 4. What type of creatures live in tree houses in Return of the Jedi? Team Brown.
Ewoks.
Yes. It's all tied up, 2 to 2. Question number 5. What organization is the enemy of the Jedi? Team Shannon.
The Galactic Empire.
No. Team Brown.
What's the question again?
What organization is the enemy of the Jedi?
The Sith.
The Sith. Yes.
I would arguably say the Galactic Empire is the enemy also.
Yeah.
Do we feel like that is worth a point? You're the Star Wars expert.
I feel like that question was not worded specifically enough to disqualify his answer, because I feel like his answer was correct also.
Okay, we will give 1 point to Team Shannon. So again, tied up, 3-3. Question number 6. Hands on the table. What is the name of Jango Fett's son? Team Brown.
Boba Fett.
Yes. Question number 7. What character had a double lightsaber? Team Shannon.
Darth Maul.
Yes. Question number 8. What was the name of Han Solo's ship? Team Shannon.
Millennium Falcon.
Yes. Question number 9. Who wrote the score to all 6 Star Wars movies? Team Brown.
John Williams.
Yes. And we do want to make note, none of these questions have anything to do with the most recent Star Wars movie, The Force Awakens, so that we don't give away anything to the movie. And our last question for this part of the show, what character becomes the Emperor? Team Shannon.
Senator Palpatine.
Yes. Okay. Wow, you all are good. You all are good. The score currently is Team Brown with 5, Team Shannon with 6. So still anybody's trivia challenge here on Mid Mornings with Amy. And there are prizes. We do have prizes. I do want to acknowledge for the winner today. But Christopher, do you love Star Wars? Obviously you do. Are you a really big Star Wars fan?
Yes.
He's shaking his head. Drew, again, what about yourself in the most recent movie?
Yeah, I love Star Wars. I've grown up watching all the movies.
So we've got a lot of people in the studio today who love Star Wars, and we will continue with our first ever Mid Mornings with Amy Family Trivia Challenge when we come back. You're listening to Mid Mornings with Amy, presented by the Mole Hole of Somerset. Welcome back to Mid Mornings with Amy on this Tuesday, December the 29th. It's Family Challenge. Mid Mornings with Amy. We're doing Star Wars trivia with Team Brown against Team Shannon. Team Brown is Angie and Christopher. Team Shannon is Brian and Drew. So before we get back to our trivia challenge, we have Team Brown with 5 points, Team Shannon with 6. Angie, who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Ooh, Han Solo.
Christopher, favorite Star Wars character?
I have to go with you, Han Solo.
Yeah.
Drew, favorite
Han
Star Wars
Solo.
character? Han Solo and Brian.
I'm going with Boba Fett. I'm breaking the trend.
Okay, let's get back to our trivia
Boba
challenge.
Fett, I agree.
Yeah.
Trivia challenge. Both hands on the table. Everybody's hands on the table. First person to ring the bell, first team to ring the bell must answer the question. What is the name of Star Wars Episode 3? Team Shannon.
Return of the Jedi. Oh,
No. Team Brown, do you have an
Revenge of the
answer?
Sith.
Yes.
I'm old school, sorry.
Revenge of the Sith. What type of spacecraft does Luke Skywalker fly? Team Brown.
X-Wing.
Yes. Next question. What is the traditional weapon of the Jedi? That was a close one, but I believe it was Team Brown.
Lightsaber.
Yes. Next question. What type of creatures live in sand crawlers and scavenge old machinery? I'm going to have to go to Team Shannon because you rang the bell before the question was read. So Team Shannon.
Sand people.
No. So Team Brown, you do get a chance to
Jawas?
answer. Yes, Jawas. Team Brown. What was the name of Luke Skywalker's uncle? Team Shannon.
Owen.
Yes.
Owen.
Now here's where the questions get a little more difficult. So we'll see where the true love for Star Wars comes in with which family. What did Yoda tell Luke Skywalker about his weapons when Luke was going into the cave at Dagobah? I'll read it one more time. What did Yoda tell Luke Skywalker about his weapons when Luke was going into the cave on Dagobah? Team Shannon.
He said you don't need them.
That is correct. Next question. What reason did Luke Skywalker give for Yoda for wanting to become a Jedi? What reason did Luke Skywalker give to Yoda for wanting to become a Jedi? Team Shannon.
To avenge the death of his father.
Greg, I defer to you on that.
I would. Boy, that's some gray area. I would call that half a point or so, but it's because his father, because of his father. So
Because of his father.
I would say
we'll
count
give
that.
the point to Team Shannon. Now remember, when your hands are on the table, keep your hands really still so it doesn't echo in the background. Okay, next question. What did Luke Skywalker tell Han Solo he was going to investigate on Hoth?
That thing that crashed.
Ring in if you want to answer. Ring the bell. What did Luke Skywalker tell Han Solo he was going to investigate on Hoth?
Ring it.
I don't know.
Ring it and say what
Ring
you
the
were gonna
bell.
say.
Come on. You know it. Come on.
Something that crash landed on Hoth.
That was close enough, yes. And to investigate a meteorite, which was something that had landed. So we will give that point to Team Brown. Two questions left. The score, Team Brown 10, Team Shannon 9, with 2 questions left. Who said this? Who exclaimed, "Into the garbage chute, flyboy"?
Easy.
Team Brown.
Princess Leia.
Yes. Yes. Last question. What did Han Solo ask Chewbacca to bring him when he was trying to repair the hyperdrive motivator? What did Han Solo ask Chewbacca to bring him when he was trying to repair the hyperdrive motivator? Anybody? Nobody? Okay.
Hydro spanner.
To answer a question, you must ring the bell.
Hydro spanner.
A hydro spanner. Yes, that point is to Team Shannon. So that's all of our questions. We've gone through 20 Star Wars trivia questions this morning, and the final score so close. Team Brown with 11 points and Team Shannon with 10 points. 10 points. We must have had 21 questions this morning.
You gave us 2 points each for the Jedi one.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So you're both right.
That's right. I'd forgotten about that. So 20 questions this morning. So close. Team Brown, you won by 1 point. So congratulations to Angie and Christopher Brown. Team Shannon, Brian, and Drew, you all know a lot about Star Wars. So please walk away here as winners. The Force was with you both this morning. So did you all have fun, Team Brown? Did you have fun?
Of fun. This
Yes.
was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Good. Team
Thank you for having
Shannon,
us
did you
on.
have fun?
We did.
Good. Well, we may have to do this again next year. We'll probably pick a different movie theme and do this with more families in our community. But this was great. And Team Brown, you all will make a donation of your choosing, whatever amount, to the kids of St. Jude. And that's the most important thing that we're doing this morning. And we have prizes. Since we're all winners here this morning, Christopher and Drew, you both get a prize. And Christmas time is over, but that doesn't mean you still can't have fun with the Miracle Melting Reindeer, courtesy of the Mole Hole.
Awesome.
I had a lot of fun with the melting snowman. You build the reindeer, you watch him melt in front of your eyes, and all his parts fall off. It's very funny. It's very funny. And
Cool.
Drew, you, Luke, and Samantha can have fun with this. So, Christopher, if you'll pass that to Drew. And to the winning family,
An Xbox 360.
I already have two.
No, it's not an Xbox 360. But Angie, this is your own bottle for your home and a travel bottle of poopery.
Yay! Thank you very much.
So there you go. You've got poopery, Drew, and Christopher. You've got melting reindeer. So thank you all so much for being a part of the first ever Mid Mornings with Amy Family Trivia Challenge. It's been a lot of fun. And Brian, we were talking earlier, the next Star Wars film coming out in 2017?
May 2017.
May 2000.
40th anniversary of the first one.
Yes. Yes. We'll be right back on Mid Mornings with Amy. Thank you all so much for spending some time with us this morning on Mid Mornings with Amy. It is Tuesday, December the 29th, 2015 is almost over. I cannot believe it. And one of the great ways to end the 2015 Mid Mornings with Amy year is to have the first ever Family Trivia Challenge on the show. We've been doing a little Star Wars trivia with Team Brown, Angie, and Christopher, and Team Shannon, Brian, and Drew, and two other members of the Shannon family, Samantha and Luke, are in the studio now. And Brian, very quickly, tell the story of why Luke is named Luke.
Well, my wife and I were like the name Luke, and we've been discussing the possibility of naming him Luke. And we asked Drew, what would you like your brother to be named? And he said, how about Luke? And we thought he'd overheard our conversation. I said, how come? And he said, well, he's a good guy in the movies. So he's kind of named after Skywalker, but not actually.
So a true Star Wars loving family. Angie,
Exactly.
Christopher, congratulations. You're our winners. And go home and take care of that sick son and sick little brother that you have. Thank you all so much for
Thank
being
you
a
for
part of the
having
show.
us. Thank you.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Somerset.